Hi lovelies, my name's Patty. Welcome to my new channel, and I'm so excited to show you guys all about what I eat in a day, anti-inflammatory diet edition. So let's get into it.
I try to start my day as early as possible. If I can, I'll try wake up at 6 and then have a cup of water just to refresh myself. And then I'll go and check my plants. So I've got my little kokodama there. And then I'll have some tea if I can. And I'm just doing some green tea in the morning to keep myself nice and awake to start the day. I really like this teapot. It's really cute, I feel. And I'll sometimes sit on my bed and I will just relax for a bit. I don't start teaching until a bit later, a few hours in, so this time is for myself. I also like to prepare and have some kefir. I'm doing it early this morning, but sometimes I'll have this a little bit later in the day. But I've been having a lot of kefir with some frozen fruit, and these are just some of the strawberries that I actually harvested myself from a local strawberry farm here in Perth. I had a huge box of them for like $10 and it was just so good. And now I can just add it to my morning breakfast kefir and yeah, enjoy. So there are times when I want to try and read as many books as I can. So I'm currently reading the Japanese tea ceremony book. And this is because I am studying Japanese tea ceremony. There's actually a lot of pages. But it's snack time. And this is one of my favorite peanut butters. Extra crunchy is the best. And I love to have it with some rice cakes. The chunky, extra thick one with all the holes is so good. It's just really fun for me to sort of try and fill all the nooks and crannies. And that means that I have a bit more of an extra surprise when I bite into it. And I just think it's a really, really good snack that fills me up and is also really fun to just bite down on. Later on in the day, I decide that I want to have an omelette. So I am just going to prepare the pan here. Oh, the camera's not in focus, which is a little bit frustrating, but we are learning as we go. And I have also been trying to get more used to making omelettes because I actually don't really enjoy making omelettes because I always, as a kid, used to get a little bit scared because the oil would come up and like fly into my face or it would sting my arms, and I really, really hated that. So for a long, long time, I had my parents always make me eggs for myself rather than me making my own eggs. But as you get older, you gotta learn new things and take better care of yourself, even if you have to scrape the pan sometimes. Here I'm adding a little bit of tamari sauce there because it's a good alternative for soy sauce, but I grew up with having soy sauce as my eggs. And as you can see, it sort of tends to stick to the pan if you don't have non-stick. But it's really delicious and yeah, you don't really need much. And I also like to have my eggs a bit soft on the inside. And so I thought I would lay it out a little bit to just make it a little bit more pretty. Have some cut cucumbers here, and I'm also adding some chickpeas that I also steamed and salted, so they're really good for some extra protein. And then I've put some roasted pumpkin here on the side, and I don't know if you can see the fork marks in it when I was checking to see how soft it was, but yes. And then just a little bit of miso and lemon juice mixed together for that probiotic dressing that I really like to have with at least some of my meals every single day. And to make it look extra pretty, sesame seeds on top. I really, really love poking eggs, so the squishiness comes out. I think it's really, really fun, and yeah, ooh, that ooze, it's the best. Oh my gosh, tell me that it isn't. Tell me in the comments if you don't do that too, because I am that type of person who ooze my eggs all over my toast and then take a big bite. It's so good. It tastes so good. All the combinations, the crunches, the salt. These are my supplements, and I take one for hair, skin and nails to make my skin good, and my next one is I take Armor Force, and it's to help with preventing with any colds. Vitamin D is super important for me because it helps with my skin condition, my autoimmune disease, because I actually lack vitamin D even though I live in Australia, and I take 2 of these little cuties every day. And I had leftover cucumbers, so I thought I'd just finish them up and clear the chopping board. But I love the crunch. I also spent some time that day and I decided to go to Serpentine and to go and see the Kalamunda Falls. There was actually water when I shot this video, and it was just a really, really lovely afternoon because you could just see all of the water just trickling away, and it makes me so happy to see water in Australia because there really isn't much of it, as you can probably tell. But getting outdoors is the best, and soaking in a bit of the sun, and really also seeing some wildlife. We saw some really cute little furry marsupials. I can't remember what it's called. And then afterwards I decided to head back home. I had actually pre-prepared this chicken the day before and marinated it and left it to soak, so it is now fully flavorful and delicious. I added some Spanish paprika, which is the good stuff. And I also put in some pepper, some black pepper, and some salt. This is just normal table salt. And also, to add a little bit more probiotic and gut healthy ingredients, I added some turmeric, which helps with anti-inflammation. It is dangerous, guys. Do not leave it on your counters. It will let it stain because it will go everywhere, FYI. Added some little extra virgin olive oil, and yeah, prep the oven, and afterwards it is time to cook. I'm so excited. This is going into the oven for around 30 minutes, and just going to separate the meat now. And it's a bit frustrating. It's not budging, is it? It's hard to do this with one hand. But yep, got it. It's going into the oven now. And yeah, we will see you soon. You will be delicious. I cannot wait. So this is dinner. So you can see I've got a great big chicken thigh, drumstick. And once again I've added some chickpeas, some kale that I've squished up with my hands, some more cucumber, and I've drizzled it with some yuzu. And this is the result. It is once again really, really healthy and delicious. And yeah, I also decided at the end of the day to go and check in on all of the plants because I have been plagued with caterpillars lately, and please let me know if you know any really good ways to get rid of caterpillars. Here are my little baby sunflower seeds coming up. Cuties.
So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video about my diet and what I eat in a day. I think I'll do some more of these. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something that you'd like to see. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. I'll be posting videos up on the regular, so look forward to that. And if you like my channel, make sure to hit like and subscribe and the notification bell so that you can keep in touch when I upload next week. Okay, see ya!